Nice job, but just, man, right there
just missing the shots.
Right off the rack, huh?
Unguarded 1 foot shot, and both teams have missed their share of them, but those long passes, almost every inbound pass from Wascom has been a long one.
So up ahead, there's a steal. And Woden, that's going to be Ryan making that steal, bringing it back up over here to the right. Now back in the middle. And Montoya trying to drive from the right side, kick it out here. Ryan for 3. Back in there, no good. 0 for 3 at the three-point line, fighting for that rebound. And hitting the deck hard there. A couple of those young ladies working hard at it.
Yeah, about the 7th jump ball of the game. It's still in the first quarter. These teams are getting after it, Larry. Inbounded the ball, but there was Woden wanted to get in number 21, and they do. Don't have them on our roster.
All right, so here we go as Joaquin getting it back up. Going to find Webb over here. Now they bounce it up in there. And Fuller tries to throw it back out. Nice job by Joaquin hanging on to it here. But they're going to call it a jump ball once again.
Jump
back
ball
to
number
Woden.
8.
All right. Thought they might have called a walk there because of everybody on the floor.
I don't know if it was going to be a walk or a tackling foul or a wrestling foul. They've been so aggressive. Look, another long pass. This one doesn't work out for him.
Yeah, this time Joaquin ready for that one, getting up the head. And Chapman, they tried to find her up under there. Tell Coach Bragg has done some research on Woden and the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes are going deep.
And saw that the other night in a good basketball game there in Shelbyville and Tenaha the other evening. Oh, just trying to get Fuller up underneath and just out of her hands.
That's the 3rd time that the Lady Rams have had the player under the basket, and the pass has just been a little too hot to catch.
Way too much out there.
.209 to go. 4-4 game. Defensive struggle here in round 1. Moving around the top of the key. This is Woden's kind of game, the long possession. But a second time that player has made a move from the three-point line to try to drive and travel.
So still 145 to go, still tied at 4 here. Both these teams really trying to work their way through this. And get it up ahead here. And they go out of bounds to Joaquin. So Lady Rams going to look to bring it in here, get it in long out on top of the key. That's going to be Clark Nilsson. And she's going to walk with it, taking it down into there.
One of the Eagles got their hand on the ball. All she could do was try to possess it. And while she's trying to bring it up to pass, but she took an extra step while she was fumbling it. So that was really a forced travel.
And those unforced errors out there, unforced turnovers, I should say. Forced turnovers, you got to be careful on those. Can't have too many of those out here tonight. That could cost you down the stretch. Anderson with the basketball now, kicking it over here. Ryan. And Anderson working back and forth. That is a Shiflett. Shiflett, number 35, gets back to Ryan, trying to drive. Nice job there by the Lady Rams to knock it away. Shiflett picks it back up. Now Montoya. A good job working around the perimeter here, taking it down inside. Jolette Montoya. Back out to Ryan, trying to find a way. Great job by the Lady Rams defense right here. They're playing some good man-to-man, sticking with everybody. And that's going to be finally a lane violation there. They're just going to call it.
That's kind of a mistake caused by good defense, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah, definitely. Great job by the Lady Rams and their defense, Lady Rams and their defense. Get the ball back for the offense, see if they can get the lead here. 41 seconds to go here, and that's going to be knocked away from behind.
A 4-4 game in the first quarter, and Tenaha, what was the Tenaha score against?
98-10.
Can you imagine? 4 points. These teams have scored 4 in the first quarter. Only 94 points fewer than Tenaha did in that game. That's unbelievable.
Exactly.
Long shot off the backboard, doesn't go. Woden has 30 seconds. You hear from the audience,
No
crowd,
fouls.
no fouls. That's important. Joaquin with 4. Any foul will, in the last 24 seconds, bring Woden to the line.
Montoya almost gets knocked away there by Webb, but Montoya keeps it, and they're going to try for one final shot here. One final shot here for Woden. 10 seconds to go. Montoya driving, nice drive into lane, but too strong there. And Joaquin might actually get a shot if they can get up the floor here. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. And England going to launch it from the top of the key. Off the mark, it will not go. So it will end a 4-4 ball game here at the end of the first quarter. So a lot of action here, though, Chris. So, but we got some people we need to make sure we hook into right here, right?
Yeah, we're going to hear from our sponsor that's made our whole season happen, Azalea Orthopedics.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Year in and year out, Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep has backed the riders. And year in and year out, Wright Chrysler is the place you go for the right vehicles, Jeeps, SUVs, cars, and trucks. Sales manager Jeff Baker and Chrysler and Rough Rider standout Greg Hubbard would love to set you up with the right vehicle at Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This is a NetSN presentation of a Wellington Shire's Pierce production, the UIL State Playoffs, Round 1. The Woden Eagles versus the Joaquin Lady Rams, live from Gary High School.
There we go. Back here for the second quarter. Trying to make sure we get all that stuff in there. All right. Here we go as Joaquin Rams with the basketball. Trying to get it up underneath and too high off the glass. A lot of missed shots up there underneath. Montoya going to push it over to the right side as we make this second quarter here, folks. Still tied at 4 apiece.
The rebound battle has been won in the first quarter so far by the Eagles. Had a lot more shots at it.
So here's a long-range jumper by Montoya. Won't go. Chapman in the lane. She's going to be fouled. She'll probably hit back to the line. That's going to be the first one of the second quarter by the Lady Rams. And Joaquin tied at 4 here.
Heading to the State Farm free throw line to shoot 2. The game is brought to you in part by Wayne Christian Financial in Shelby County and in East Texas. Wayne Christian has been doing it since the 70s, but he's also on the Railroad Commission, so he is completely aware of the financial picture. And now his daughter, Liza Christian Furman, between the two of them, they can advise you to success in your goals. That's Wayne Christian Financial. Happy to bring you playoff basketball.
All righty, 5-4 here after she knocks down 1 of 2 there at the line for Chapman. 2 points in the ball game.
Pressure defense. Hey, if you're watching this, if you found NFHS, you might get on your Facebook page and let everybody know where we are. Woden and Joaquin both. Playoffs, most playoff games are on this network across the state. It takes a while for people to kind of catch on to that.
Yep. Some people still trying to figure that out there. As Chapman trying to work her way down in. A nice job there by the Lady Rams making a steal. And pushing the action here is England. England's going to get
obviously she can do that. She's tried that 2 other times. What do you call that? An 8-foot layup?
That's a great shot by a great shooter right there.
Yeah. knowing that she could probably pull the foul, and she did. Only the third field goal of the game by either team. Second one from Joaquin, trying to make this a hoop and a harm. She misses the free throw from the State Farm line.
Okay, here we go. All right, now we're getting Woden back there. This is a 6-5 ball game here. Has been a great defensive game here. Both teams, they've had some good shots at it on both ends, up close and outside, but nothing just falling. And both teams just trying to work each other out here in this first half. And I don't think either. Oh, what a steal by Joaquin, and the Lady Rams going to be pushing the action back up the floor. There we go. Come up is Wilson. Wilson dropping it off, back out. Free throw line is Anglin. She's on. Oh, sorry, that is Webb. She's on the floor and pushing it out. And for all those folks out there that know NetSN and us guys, I got to talk to the higher ups at Joaquin. And we're going to be adding the Joaquin Rams to our baseball, softball repertoire and other things next season.
That's great. That's great.
Game of the week. They'll be part of it. I was looking forward to that. So we appreciate them for that. Oh, that's almost a steal. Oh, Ryan going after it. And she takes Anglin out. And, boy, she gave her the old body check there. But she's playing aggressive, going after the basketball. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, it's what you do, and it's paid off really for both these teams. You look at the score, 6-5, a quarter of the way through the second quarter.
Yep. Wilson. Oh, that one gets away. Here comes Montoya. Montoya pick it up in the backcourt. She'll take it right on in and get the bucket. Her first points of the night, and that gives Woden the lead 7-5 or 7-6 now. Nice job there by Joaquin underneath, but won't go. Anglin pulls it back down. Here's a shot. 3-ball on the way, won't go. And oh, Anglin. That is Webb right there. 11 and 10 there. Hard to see until they turned around. But that is Webb there working hard.
She'll
go to the line.
Get her to the line.
Yeah.
I talked to the head coach of Joaquin. Her husband is a basketball guy. I said, "What's the keys tonight, Coach?" He said, "Hit shots." It comes down to that. They're coached well. They play hard. They play the right defense. They run the right plays. Can they hit their shots? And so far, really, neither team's been able to. Second foul line, straight from the State Farm free throw line to try to tie the score, and misses. So it's still a 1-point up. But
nice
Joaquin
rebound.
gets a rare rebound, and she'll go to the line.
That's Wilson. And I thought that was going to end up hands of a Shiflett there for Woden, but Wilson does a great job grabbing hold of it and taking it back.
4 fouls on Woden early in the quarter. So while she's at the line, I want to tell you how proud we are to have Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep bringing you playoff basketball. Girls, guys, all through East Texas. If Larry is covering the game, Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep will be there.
That's
and
right.
Nobody that is listening and watching these games is outside of this sales area. Come in. The selection is excellent right there in Center, Texas. She hits the second shot, and it's a 7-7 tie, and it's the timeout on the floor, and that gives us a chance to tell us about Batters Law Firm.
Batters Law Firm, I tell you, when you got a case that matters, it is Batters Law Firm. These wonderful folks, they have locations all over East Texas, all the way down to Houston, all the way up here in Nacogdoches, everywhere. And they're good folks, and they love being involved in the community. And we really appreciate Batters. They're a part of a lot of the stuff we do here as well, on all the stuff we do. So good job by Batters.
We're on the National Federation tonight, but Wellington-Shire's Pierce Production does Center games and all Shelby County games, and the Batters is the sponsor of all of those games. If we're doing the game, Batters is there. Same way with Shelby Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. They opened their doors in 1981, and now they have eight or nine locations throughout East Texas. The home base is on Selma Street and Center, and they'd love to be your hometown bank, wherever your hometown is. They say, go Lady Basketball. Get after it, ladies, all the way to state.
And I tell you, one of my favorite teams, the Center Rough Riders, man, they had a great season. They got that district championship, but they lost it last night in the first round. I really thought those young ladies were going to go a little farther. They just ran into a good Palestine team last night.
A fourth seed that is peaking. And Center really has not played their best ball down the stretch, although good enough to win district for the first time in 30 years.
That was nice. Ooh. Almost a step in there by Montoya, but she'll have it in the backcourt. And back up the floor, she'll come here. Oh, gets away from her.
Perfect steal.
Here's Webb going to pick up the loose ball, 1-and-1. Down in the lane, nice job there by Anderson to knock it away, but I think Anderson might have got a little bit of a piece.
And that's going to send them to that's the 5th foul.
Yeah, 5th foul already with 5:16 to go. That means that the Lady Rams will be shooting 2 the rest of the way. You know, just to reiterate the rules here, after 5 fouls in every quarter, you go to line shooting 2. And, yeah, that's just the way it is.
New this year, and it's been hard for me to remember, but I about got it figured out now. The State Farm free throw line to try and take the lead. We also appreciate, well, I think I've just about appreciated everybody I want to appreciate. Let's talk about basketball.
There you go. Oh, that one won't go either.
For 2. And another jump ball.
This time possession over to Lady Eagles of Woden.
Boy, the Joaquin Rams have had 3 field goal opportunities and 6 free throw chances in the last minute. They've gotten 1 point out of it, but they keep playing good defense.
Yes, they do. A nice job there by Woden to keep possession. Oh, they find Shiflett up underneath. Montoya finds her on a nice assist, and that gets Woden the lead here. 9-7. We get down to 5 to go. Webb gets tripped up on the way down, and it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with. Oh, it'll go back to Woden, and the Lady Eagles have a chance now to increase the lead. So Montoya looking to bring it in. And they'll get it in here to Ryan. Ryan are going to be facing some full court pressure here by the Lady Rams. And Ryan gets it across the timeline now, taking it over to the right side. She'll just take it all the way in. She's going to be fouled on the way in. And a nice job there by Ryan, just taking it in with authority, drawing the foul. And Ryan heads to the line. And Joaquin fans not liking that too much.
They don't appreciate it. Stick around for halftime. The Aurora Concepts halftime show is up next, and we will do a little game analysis, but we'll also have a special guest. I told you about the coach's husband. Crisco Bragg will be with us, and he is a walking encyclopedia of Joaquin Lady basketball knowledge. Why wouldn't he be?
Right.
Supper every night, the coach tells him how it went. So looking forward to having him in the second part of the Aurora Concepts halftime show coming up in 4.5 minutes. Well, the State Farm free throw line works for them. It's Woden now 10-7, 3-point lead, biggest lead of the game for either team. Joaquin puts up a shot, gets the rebound, driving in, putting it up with a little patented underhand layup. We got to name that shot. That is a great way to play. She's letting that ball go about waist high with her palms up. Second time she's made the shot, and it's a 1-point game. Both teams, only 3 field goals have gone in. 1 from three-point line for Joaquin. But that's it. More good defense causes a timeout from Woden.
So 10-9 right now as Woden gets it right back up in there. Okay, there we go.
I want to say thank you to some of our other sponsors just for this game. Fast Tax, Mr. Cloudy in Center, Texas. Would love to be your accountant because it's tax season, isn't it? Spring, everybody is looking for the tax guy. Fast Tax in Shelby County is as advertised. If when you need it done right and you need it done fast, it's Fast Tax. Brings you Shelby County basketball.
That's right, and a lot of games coming up too. The girls' playoffs just really getting rolling all the way through the rest of the week.
This is
the guys
about the
get
end
started
of round
next.
1, isn't it? Tonight.
Yes, yeah. Tonight is be the end of round 1. They'll pick it up Thursday, Friday, and even on some Saturday games maybe. And then the guys start the week after that. We got a lot of games planned on here, and catch most of those on NFHS and maybe even some on NetSN. We'll just have to see. All righty, we have a 10-9 ball game here. There we go. And it is Woden basketball. Riggins into the ball game now for Lady Eagles. Oh, that was a Almost a walk there. She just kept that toe on the ground just enough. Send it back down in the corner. Riggins trying to drive the baseline. A good job there as a Bagley into the ball game for Joaquin as well, number 2. There's a shot in the lane by Montoya. It won't go. Rebound comes up by Wilson. Wilson going to find Webb up ahead. Webb right to the rack. Too strong. She'll be fouled on the way in. That's Riggins with that foul. And it will be Webb back to the line. She's 0 for 3 at the line tonight. So a chance that the Lady Rams had to keep that moving along here. They're going to have to see if they can take the lead back here at the line.
Lady Rams have gotten to the line more often than the Lady Eagles. If they were shooting 50%, they'd be about 4 points in the lead now. But the first one goes in.
Yeah, that's the first points for Webb there now, making it a 10-10 ball game, trying to get the lead for her team.
That was nothing but net.
And back of the iron right there on that one. So a good job here. Oh, Bagley going to make her. There's a bad pass. Picking it up is a Webb. Webb finding Bagley in the lane. Bagley working at the rack.
Oh,
Bagley
down.
go hooping the harm for the Lady Rams. And Bagley going to the line, working hard underneath. She gets her first points there for the Lady Rams.
That was a hoop and a major harm. That was a pretty big foul there.
Yes, it was. And the girl working hard under there. She was double teamed under there. Here, just plug it in.
Okay. We will have to plug in our power.
Over there on the other side.
Okay.
Bagley knocking down the three-point play.
Oh, I see.
There you go. Losing power on the camera, but we're good.
Got it.
There we go. Nice.
And there's the game.
Back at it. We had it unplugged to do some things, but we're good to go with it. Now back at it.
If you could.
2:44 to go, now 13-10. After Bagley knocking down the three-pointer shot there. Woden basketball.
It's the Lady Rams' biggest lead of the game. Neither team led more than 3.
Yeah, Rams are nice. And, first quarter was 4-4. So a good job here in the second quarter. I can only imagine that these two teams are warming up.
Yeah.
In the second half, it's probably going to be lights out. So nice move in the lane there by Anderson.
Look at that,
was
long,
a great
another
play.
Long stretching layups. But yeah, that was very pretty.
So 2:18 left to go here into this first half. And here's Webb for 3 off the mark. 0 for 4 at the three-point line there for the Lady Rams, and 0 for 3 for the Lady Eagles of Woden into this first half at that three-point line. So it will be Ryan trying to bring it up here and get down to about 2 minutes to go. And now back to Montoya over to the left side. Montoya getting down in the corner. There's Anderson back to Montoya. I wonder if Coach Tater telling him to take some time. Oh, working it down on the baseline there. Anderson loses the handle on it and out of bounds. It'll go back to Joaquin as Wilson will check into the ball game here for Bagley. Bagley getting 3 points in that ball game. Some good minutes for her.
Well, Woden got almost all their 5 fouls in the first half of the quarter. Since then, they've been pretty clean. But still, next foul, the Lady Rams go to the line.
Yeah, still 1:40 to go here, and Lady Rams playing a very good game here, trying to move on. It's all about, too, may not have had nice dish up underneath there to Wilson. That's a great play there by the Lady Rams.
Maybe the best play of the game so far. Good court awareness.
That was a great dime right there, dropping it off to Wilson. Wilson going to come up, help on the defense. Oh, nice. Oh, off the Montoya's hands, into the hands of the Lady Rams. Can't believe that wasn't a foul at the half-court line. Watch out from behind Wilson. Wilson has it knocked away by Ryan. Great job there by Ryan coming from behind on the defense to make it work.
Joaquin has only 5 field goals that have dropped. Woden's only had 4. But they're starting to warm up a little bit, open things up.
And multiple girls scoring, too, not just the same one.
That's
so
true.
everybody getting some stuff. That one's off the mark. A rebound there by Joaquin. What a great save there by Fuller. Fuller throws it back into Wilson, and Woden knocks it away. It stays with the Lady Rams. Oh, it goes to Woden.
Yeah. Last touch by Blue.
1:01 to go. And 15-12. on the inbound here, and some full court pressure by the Lady Rams. Give it up to Anderson, under a minute. Coach Taylor and his squad. All right, down in the corner. Lady Eagles looking to tie it up here or get close. That was off the mark. Might have been partially blocked. Here comes Webb for the Rams, throwing it up ahead. Finding Wilson in the lane. Wilson taking it in, and she's knocking people down as she goes into the lane and scores.
Back-to-back, good plays. 5-point lead, biggest one of the game, either team.
And there's another
Stolen.
steal. Watch out for Wilson. In the lane, too strong off the back of the glass. Comes out to Shiflett. Shiflett will give it back, and here's Montoya going to hold on for one shot here at the end of this first half. Ryan has it knocked away. Shiflett. Montoya won't get a shot off. It won't count. So at the end of the quarter, it will be 17-14. 17-12, I'm sorry. At the end of the first quarter, Lady Rams with the lead.
All right, well, that means that we're going to bring you the halftime show brought to you by your friends at Aurora Concepts. We'll hear from our friends at Basketball Insider, the hoops thing. It's over here, right here, right there for you.
Oh,
boom.
There it is. Okay, now I'm in the right zone.
We'll be bringing you the Aurora Concepts halftime show in about 2 seconds.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family medicine. We strive to provide our patients guidance towards the healthiest lifestyle possible, no matter their age. We offer a full spectrum of family medicine, including scheduled appointments, telehealth services you can do from home, and walk-in visits with no appointment. We accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we also have the most competitive self-pay rates in the area. For highly trained expert care in East Texas, choose Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
Many of you may know Brad Ernst from his coverage of Texas high school basketball for Hoop Insider. But did you know he also saves coaches and fans thousands of dollars on their insurance? Brad has access to multiple carriers and can shop around to find you the lowest rates on your home, auto, RV, boat, and ATV insurance. Contact Brad today and talk some hoops and see how he can save you on insurance. Email him today at hoopinsider@gmail.com or call him today at 409-988-4336.
Welcome back, everybody, to Gary Gym. The Gary Bobcats have a beautiful school, and this is a great two-way gymnasium. New and clean and spacious, and we're proud of it. The game here in round one, two teams that didn't have to travel that far to get here. Joaquin in District 23, the third seed, 17, and Woden 12. Tell us a little bit of analysis from the first half, Larry.
Well, I tell you, it started off really kind of slow, and both teams were trying to feel each other out there. It looked like, it was just trying to figure out which way we were to go. But good defense. Everybody was putting up some good shots. It just weren't really falling down for them. And it just, then they kind of started getting it together. They started warming up a little bit. A shot went down here, shot went down there. So that's where it kind of really picked up there once we got towards the second quarter. But just defensively there in that first quarter and in the second quarter started to get some points out there. It was 13 points there for Joaquin and 8 points for the Lady Bobcat or the Lady Eagles of Woden. So, a good job by both teams here to come out in that second quarter and really turn it up. And I just have a feeling that coming out at halftime it's going to be even bigger as far as the points and things go.
I think the offense is going to stay. It's kind of like the Super Bowl. First half, the defense is dominated, and then they kind of warmed up the offensive side of it. The Joaquin faithful have a pretty good turnout tonight. That's the scene to the left of us, kind of like a student section. And then over to our right, I think this is more like parents and grown-ups and fans. In every conceivable way that you would look at it, Larry, Woden was the favorite coming in. They were the 2 seed.
Uh-huh.
Joaquin the 3. earlier this year in the tournament here, they met on this floor, and Woden jumped out to a big lead. Joaquin came back to make it competitive, but Woden won that one. And last year in round one of the playoffs, these two teams met, and Woden eliminated Joaquin. So it's a little bit of a surprise that Joaquin's up by 5.
Right, yeah, but like I said too, it's all about the way you're playing coming in. And the Joaquin Lady Rams got themselves into that third spot there in that district. After there was a forced playoff game, and they ended up in that third spot to get this position here. So they're playing good coming in, and that's what it all is when it comes to basketball here towards the end of the year. You may have that 500 district record or something like that, but coming in, playing very well. That's really what it's all about.
I'm trying to find our halftime guest, Crisco Bragg. He's in the house somewhere, so we'll go to break. Hear from Wayne Christian and Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep, our playoff East Texas playoff sponsors, and maybe we'll have a special guest as the Aurora Concepts halftime show continues.
Does the national financial situation confuse you? What about your own? Wayne Christian Financial Services is where you turn. Wayne has spent a career answering these questions for clients, and his daughter, Eliza Christian Furman, does the same thing now. Join Wayne Christian's team at Wayne Christian Financial. Year in and year out, Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep has backed the riders. And year in and year out, Wright Chrysler is the place you go for the right vehicles, Jeeps, SUVs, cars, and trucks. Sales manager Jeff Baker and Chrysler and Rough Rider standout Greg Hubbard would love to set you up with the right vehicle at Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center. Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
Love for the kids to get exposure.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, here at the Aurora Concepts Halftime Show. We got 2 minutes to talk to Crisco Bragg. Crisco, you have a unique insight into Joaquin Rams lady basketball.
No doubt, man. My wife, Miss Mindy Bragg, took over several years ago. She pours her heart and soul out in it every day, brings home the victories, bring home the losses. I really don't like the losses because it makes it hard. Yeah. I usually just sleep on the couch that night.
But the good news for her is for losses, she does get the whole bit.
Yep, that's exactly right.
You got to be pleased with the first half.
Man, it's good. It's 12-17, we're up. Helter-skelter, our offense, when it gets frantic, we press. That's how we score the best. Mm-hmm. Not the best shooters, but they hustle and get after it and give her everything that, she asks of them. So I'm liking it. I'm liking it thus far. I'd like to see some more layups and free throws for them. I think we're like 2 for 8 or 2 for 9.
But it seemed like in the last bit of the second quarter you were heating up.
Yep.
But most of those shots were later in the game.
Man, when the ball goes in, the bucket gets bigger.
That's right. You got to be proud of the effort at this point, and a playoff win would be great for the program.
Huge. Last year was the first year we made the playoffs in 10 or 15 years. I mean,
wow.
It's been a spell. So now we're back-to-back playoffs. Mm-hmm. And we only graduate
one, right?
One girl is going to graduate. So she's building. She puts the amazing thing to me is she's also the English teacher. Not many English teachers are also basketball coaches.
What grade of English?
High school. She teaches English 4s. I mean, she's the high school
English
teacher.
4?
Yeah.
I taught English 4.
Yeah.
I absolutely could not teach English 4 and coach basketball.
She brings home the journals. They're stacked up, about 3 feet high. She's reading journals, and she puts it down, and she gets out and starts watching film. So.
Bet you $1 she grades journals on road trips in the bus.
I tell you what, the kids better hope that they win. She'll grade the journal easier.
Grades it a little better.
Easier, that's right.
Y'all, that's Crisco Bragg. This is the Aurora Concepts Halftime Show. Thanks for being with us, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
We'll hear now from Aurora Concepts. We'll be right back.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family medicine. We strive to provide our patients guidance towards the healthiest lifestyle possible, no matter their age. We offer a full spectrum of family medicine, including scheduled appointments, telehealth services you can do from home, and walk-in visits with no appointment. We accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we also have the most competitive self-pay rates in the area. For highly trained expert care in East Texas, choose Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here as we get ready to go to the second half, and a good job here by both teams. And I tell you, it's been a good game, and both these teams are playing hard out here, trying to do the best they can and
Absolutely.
see if they can move on to the next round. And the girls, they don't really get much of a break, man. I mean, they go from tonight, and then they'll play either Thursday or Friday, maybe even on Saturday, just depending.
That would be bad, wouldn't it? If you get this, most games are on Monday.
Yeah.
This is kind of an outlier, unusual game.
Right.
And so if you had to turn around and play on Thursday, that would be a big disadvantage.
Yeah, but I think most of these teams are probably going to be a Friday. I think they're trying to do some Thursdays and Fridays so they get them all covered, hopefully. That's the way it goes down for that. So we'll see how it goes as it is 17-10, 17-12, sorry, as we start the third quarter. And sending it over here now to Wilson. Wilson and the Lady Rams out. Going to start off with a 3-ball on the way. No good, 0 for 5, but a nice rebound. And that is Fuller getting her first points of the night.
Yeah, points off offensive rebounds are rare and wonderful.
Yeah, here comes Woden trying to push the action. That's a nice job there by Ryan. Can't get it to go. Chapman wanted, I know that they really wanted under there, but a nice rebound. Here's Wilson. Pushed it back up. Here's Webb. Webb to the rack and score. And the Lady Rams have come out here and knocked it up to a 9-point lead here.
That's a timeout from Woden.
Coach needs a timeout right now.
Yeah, and that gives me a chance to brag a little bit on our sponsors for the East Texas playoffs, including Tomlin Insurance. They have taken over a long-time insurance agency that opened by Mr. John Tomlin and his wife, but now it's Matt and Mallory Snyder have taken over. They were longtime employees, and they're a young couple in their 30s. They're invested in East Texas, and they're a good place to invest your hard-earned insurance dollars. It's Tomlin Insurance Store backs East Texas basketball, and particularly Go Ladies. And Andrews Construction. Larry, when we started doing girls basketball, very few people did girls basketball, and it was Gladys Andrews that said, when are y'all going to do the girls? And I said, well, if we can get sponsors, she said, sign me up. And they have been sponsoring ladies basketball ever since. And Ricky Andrews Construction, especially if you need rebuild or remodel or repair, that's where you go. Remember, Ricky Andrews Construction in Shelby County.
Now, I told y'all whenever we started doing this, I said, we need to start doing this girls basketball. I tell you, it's very good.
Yep.
And girls basketball is good here. Oh, nice job there by Chapman. She got a hand on it, but a great job by Wilson as Chapman got up there, and she thought she was going to get that steal there after the block, and she pulls it away, and it goes to Woden. So Woden trying to find a way to get back into it as the Lady Rams come out here with a couple of buckets into this third quarter and knocked it up to a 9-point ball game right now. It is 21-12. I don't know if you're watching on the screen, the internet's a little wonky here, folks, so it's a little bit behind. So my apologies to you. And we're trying to make sure it all works out. Oh watch out there. Miss Ryan got caught up there with Wilson's foot and took a hard shot to the floor there.
Yeah, the first thing that hit the ground was her chest and stomach. That can knock the breath out of you, but that's her right there going to get the ball. It didn't seem like she suffered much. That's good.
So the first team foul now on Joaquin here, and it stays Woden basketball.
Lady Rams came out and scored the first 4 points in the first 40 seconds.
And back to the defense here. A nice drive by Ryan, and there she goes. She's trying to work her way around on that rim a couple times tonight. She gets that one to go. That was a nice bucket there for the Lady Eagles. They needed that one. Getting out of the hands there of Webb. Now finds England. And England holding on to it out here. Got a lead, 7 points. Finding Wilson. Here's England. Throwing it in, taking people with her, knocking them out. Webb. Oh, that goes off of somebody's foot. Somebody lost a shoe. And we got a fighting on the floor there. Going to be Coach Bragg calling a timeout as it looks like England lost her shoe over there. Had to throw it out the court, so Coach had to call a timeout. Get that equipment back on there.
My left shoe, yeah. Also appreciate Rough Rider Oil and Lube for football season and basketball season. The Rough Rider, I mean, it's in the name. And they support the local team in Center, that's the Rough Riders. But by extension, they support all local athletics. And Nathan Phelps and his team at Rough Rider Oil and Lube right there on her street. You can't ignore it. Larry, don't ignore your oil.
Oh, never. No. That's how I've got my vehicle is a few years old, and that's how I've kept it that way, is make sure to change oil, and that's where I change my oil. Rough Rider Quick and Lube.
Pristine oil
That's
quality.
right. And also, whenever I need to get my car inspected for the states, I take it right to Rough Rider, and they hook me up. They ain't even got to get out of the car.
Shires told me, a lawyer buddy, they only have to do that one more year. Inspections are going to be a thing in the past. I thought, wow, really?
All right. Okay. Well, there goes that $7 per car for the state.
That's right.
Oh, nice scoop shot. Just a little too short on that one, but a great rebound by Fuller, and the Lady Rams keep possession. Up by 7, under 6 go. Wilson in the lane, gets the shooter's roll.
Very nice.
She's got 6 points in this ball game for Coach Bragg's squad.
A 9-point lead. That's a huge lead. The biggest lead of the half was right there at halftime, 5. Now Rams pushed it to 9.
And Ryan, once again, kicking back to Chapman. And Chapman hasn't gotten as involved as I think that Coach Taylor would like her to, but the Lady Rams have done a good job keeping her in check here in this ball game so far. Chapman over to the right side. Oh, nice dish. Finding Anderson coming underneath on the give and go. Won't go, but a great job Montoya grabbing a hold of it there. And it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Lady Rams. Tell you what, the Rams come out here with a victory here tonight. That's going to be big for this program with Coach Bragg.
Yeah, that's big. Of course, they're in the district with the behemoth.
Yeah.
The Tennehaw Lady Tigers.
Yeah, and they took care of business the other night, just destroying their competition. Up ahead, Montoya, but a nice job getting back by Wilson to disrupt that, and Montoya puts up a shot. Still won't go. That was a great job on defense there.
Yeah.
She had to get back as Montoya had a wide open look there and kind of mishandled the basketball, but great job by Wilson to get back to cover that up.
Yeah, that looked like that was going to be a relatively easy bucket, and the ease disappeared with good defense from Blue.
Montoya picking herself up there once again. And I should get her over to Ryan to the right side. Under 5 to go here in the third. And only 2 points here for Woden. And, Ryan tries to save it.
Unforced, right?
Mm-hmm. You can't have those unforced errors. Those will get you. That kind of what I saw in my Lady Riders last night. Too many unforced errors last night. So here we go as we're back at it. Nice job here by Webb. Kicking around here to Wilson over in the corner. Wilson. Well, that's going to be a walk.
Yeah.
Even though Montoya had a hold of it there trying to pull her, she made her walk with it.
That's right. She went and grabbed the ball. And so what do? You can't dribble. You have to take an extra step. And so that's basically a forced travel, the second one I've seen tonight.
So here we go on the long inbound finding Anderson. One thing we haven't seen here in the second half yet, Chris, is that long pass that they had on those inbounds earlier.
That's true. That's for whatever reason.
Stopping and popping and knocking it down. There you go. Anderson, her 4 points in the night. Anglin getting it up the floor here, gets a screen. And from behind, that's Montoya going to commit that foul. Be the first one on Woden here into the quarter. Both teams have one foul apiece.
Right,
4 minutes to go.
Looking up there in the second quarter, both teams had fouls, especially Woden. By this point in the second quarter, they already had their 5.
Yeah.
Only one apiece so far in the second half.
So Lady Ram basketball is Joaquin with it. Over here now to Wilson down in the corner. Wilson. Oh, nice job. Montoya almost got that one. As Lady Eagles have stepped up their intensity of their defense. They're man-to-man right now. And they have really going after the basketball, being aggressive here. 3:37 to go, trailing by 7, and that's going to be a walk on Wilson down in the corner. Turnovers you can't have. Even if you are up by 7, you cannot have those. 3:34 to play.
It seems like Woden had a couple of those exact, I'm going to drive, but I walk, and that's the place on the floor. They're all happening right there.
Joaquin tries that long court pass. Oh, and it's stolen away by Stiflett. She's going to find Anderson. Anderson stopping and popping in the lane. Back of the iron, no good. Bodies flying all over the floor. And on the floor, both teams diving for it. Jump ball, possession arrow stays with the Lady Eagles of Woden.
Well, this is a physical game, isn't it?
Yeah, it has gotten. We were talking about it in the second half. It's going to pump up a little bit, I think, and it definitely has done that.
Coach Taylor said Joaquin's real physical. I don't think they're any less physical than Woden tonight.
Uh-oh. I don't know. They're going to call that on. Oh, they're going to call that on Wilson as she tried to put Chapman into the bench over there, or at least on the sideline. Second foul here on the Lady Rams. And the Lady Rams, long inbound. We're going to get a get a foul on, is that Chapman, number 44?
Two fouls that happened with no time passing off the clock. As soon as the inbound pass came in, there was a foul twice in a row.
So nice job trying to get up here. Montoya, jump ball, possession arrow. Stays with the Lady Rams. All right, back at it as Joaquin basketball in down to 3 to go. Wilson in the lane, gets her own pass really. Here's the 3 ball in the corner. Nobody hit one of those tonight, and that's going to go off of Woden. Oh no, that really looked like it did go off of Montoya, but they're going to say it's off of Joaquin, and it will go to the Lady Eagles. Ryan checks back into the ball game. She's coming in here for Shiflett.
In the first quarter, there was one three-pointer off the glass for Joaquin. That's the only one that's fallen tonight.
Yeah, that was earlier in the ball game. Yep, you're right.
Way earlier, first 3 or 4 minutes.
That's right. I didn't have that one down, but she did hit that one. I see it right there. First, that was Wilson, number 12, that hit that. So here we go. Nice drive by Ryan. Oh, and it rolls off, but a rebound by Anderson, blocked by Bagley. She said, "Get that out of my house." Ball still loose. Chapman and Bagley going for it, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it will go back to the Lady Rams. The defensive intensity by both these squads has been crazy right here, Chris.
I'm going to remember this game always as the jump ball game. It's been so many of them. More jump balls than points.
So back at it here once again as Wilson can bring it up. Finds, a little too high on the pass there. England trying to drop it off to Wilson. And it's a turnover by Joaquin. Woden basketball. And it will be Ryan. 2:20 to go as she comes across the timeline now for Lady Eagles. Ryan finds Montoya. Anderson. Montoya trying to drive the right side. Back to Chapman. Chapman pulls up her dribble. Wilson has done a good job on the defense with her tonight. And that may be a reach-in foul there by Wilson. And that is the 3rd team foul on the Lady Rams here so far.
Nursing a 7-point lead. It's been 23-16 for quite a while, Larry.
Yeah, but at least a couple minutes right around the 4-minute mark. And 2 minutes to go here. And Lady Eagles trying to catch the lead. I'm going to say that number 21. I think that's Nelson for the Lady Eagles.
Nelson. Okay.
31, but I think that's 21 is what it should be. I could be wrong here, but I'm.
Yeah, apologies, not on our roster.
Yeah. So we went off the program here tonight, folks. Here's Anderson driving. Nelson thought about that three. Now she'll drive inside, and she's going to get hit there by Webb. And Montoya will pick it up. Anderson with Bagley on her. Bagley shuts that down on there. She tried to cut it down to the baseline. And Woden will set it back up. Good job here by the Lady Eagles. They're taking their time trying to find that high percentage shot that they can find. Here's a three on the way. Side of the iron won't go. Rebounded by the Lady Rams. Rams. Wilson pushing it up under a minute to go in the third, leading by 7. And that's going to be a foul on the floor there. Montoya will commit that one. Third. Both teams with 3. Montoya checks in. Stifflett checks back in for Montoya and Nelson.
There hasn't been a free throw in this quarter, I don't think.
No. Webb inside the three-point line. That will not go. Out of bounds. 49.6. And both teams have had an opportunity. Like I said, Woden has had a chance to come back in here and close the gap a little bit, but their shots have not fallen for them, kind of rolled off. Same thing for Joaquin. They haven't had a chance to really pull away that much.
Yeah, Joaquin scored 4 points in the first 40 seconds and only 2 points since.
Yeah, and only 4 points into the quarter total here for Woden. Stifflett. Back to Anderson. Stifflett back over to the right side. And then down the corner, Montoya. Thinking about that long-range three. I think that she's got that range if she wants to shoot it, but a little bit taller defender there on her, so she decided not to. Oh, nice pass to Anderson. Anderson with the drive, has it knocked away, going through, out of bounds, stays with the Lady Eagles. Coach Bragg wanted it to go to Joaquin.
Yeah, she did not agree.
So it will be Woden basketball trying to get it in. And the ref says, hey, you got 5 seconds here. You better hurry. Long inbound to Chapman. Chapman. Send it back around here. Stifflett. Looking it back to Ryan. Ryan, another good drive. A nice job there by Ryan. She's had a few of those here tonight, and that's a good one right there by her. And that was a much-needed bucket to close it to within 5. Under 5 seconds to go. Bagley, short jumper. Side of the iron will not go. And it will be a 23-18 ball game here at the end of the third quarter.
How about that? Both teams shoot 6 points, and the halftime deficit remains the same. We'll hear from Azalea Orthopedics, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Like they are back at the fourth quarter. That's something. 17-12 was the halftime score. Both teams score 6 points. None of them from the free throw line.
Right.
And it's still a 5-point Joaquin lead going into the fourth quarter of this round 1 matchup. Brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics.
Yeah, I tell you, it's been a very good game here. And like I said, too, folks, we definitely apologize for the connection issues. We're doing the best we can. We're on the internet here, and it seemed like it was working good for us, and hasn't really worked out too well, so we definitely apologize for that. So I'd like to have my own internet junction router box.
You never know about the interweb, Larry. It's a mysterious thing.
That's right. So here we go on the inbound. It's Montoya trying to work her way down. Oh, sorry, that's Anderson. Throws it back out. Nice job there by Anderson to just flip it out, and Montoya run it down. Chapman for 3. Oh, that's off the mark. Thought that one was going to go down for him. She'll get it right back. Oh, way to make some room down in there.
Yeah, she bullied her way up and turned around and bullied number 12 for the Lady Rams. Wilson just got pushed, but she misses the shot.
And out of bounds, the Eagles get to keep it too, so they'll keep it out here and they'll move it out to Montoya. They'll get it back down the corner. Here's a 3 from Anderson. Too strong on that one. And Lady Rams right there for the rebound. They'll push it up ahead, and there's Chapman going to be in front of that pass and make the steal. Got to be better with the basketball coming up the floor here late in the game. Here's Montoya.
Yeah, you get the feeling if you're the Rams, 3 or 4 baskets puts you in the driver's seat.
Yeah, exactly. So, got to take possession there, good possession every time. That one's off the mark once again for the Lady Eagles. They get the long rebound. 0 for 7 at that three-point line. Here's another one on the way. Front of the rim, no good. And Woden runs down another long rebound, gives it to Chapman. Chapman trying to work her way in the lane, has it knocked. Webb got a hand on it, pulls it away. Chapman can't finish. And it goes off of her leg and out of bounds to the Rams.
It looks like this is definitely a decision that Woden's made. Let's try it from three-point land. They're 0 for 4 for the quarter, but
Clark Nelson checking out of the ball game. Good minutes there for her as Wilson checks back in for the Lady Rams. And here comes Anglin. Throwing it up ahead, finds Webb. Oh, sorry, that's Fuller. Nice job there by the Lady Rams to get it up ahead. Fuller.
that's their first basket in about 4 game minutes.
And Fuller. Oh, nice job. Anderson stopping in the lane. Anderson, oh, she's going to get the hoop and the harm right there, I do believe. As Anderson stopped and waited for the defense to get around, and she's going to get the foul as well. So great job there by Anderson. She's got 6 points in the game.
Taking it to the State Farm free throw line. Thank you, Chris Mayfield.
And she'll get one shot at it.
5-point lead.
Trying to make it 4. And does.
Closest they've been since the second quarter.
So here we go, 4-point ball game. And the Lady Rams have the basketball. Knocked away from behind, picked up by Webb. Webb steps up in the lane, too strong. Chapman gets the rebound with the Lady Rams right there. 3 Rams around their rebound, and it's going to be jump ball possession. Arrow stays with Joaquin.
Another jump ball. I should have been keeping up with him.
Jump ball games. So here we go on the inbound. Oh, nice job there by Ryan. Almost got a piece of that to get it back to her team. They'll get it down in the corner to Wilson. Wilson back out to Webb. Webb. Now Anglin. Anglin, nice drive. Anglin. Oh, and it rolls off like a lid there. Chapman going to come down to it. Is they going to call a jump ball?
Wow.
Possession arrow to Woden after that one. I didn't think that was a jump ball call, but that's what they called it. We're going to get a full timeout by Coach Bragg and the Lady Rams of Joaquin. They lead it 25-21, 5:48 to play in the ball game.
Us a chance to tell you about Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep. And Larry, I think it's an American tragedy, but for whatever reason, Chrysler has decided to stop making the Charger, the Dodge Charger.
Oh, no.
And they have a good supply of them, new and used now. So if you want the classic Charger, that muscle car, which is almost like a luxury muscle car.
Yes, it is.
Just come and see it. It's your last chance as time runs out on the shot clock for the Charger.
And not Wright Chrysler Jeep and Dodge. You know, I love Jeeps. I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee for a long time, and you know, you put 400,000 miles on those Jeeps if you treat them right.
Yeah.
And they're good. So you know. And they sell those there too. They do stock-a-ram for the kids at Christmas time. That's what I like about those.
Well, yeah, and you know, you're right about that. They don't just carry Jeeps. They carry a good selection of them.
Yeah,
so
great used cars on the lot too.
You find them on Highway 96 as you come in from the north into center. On your left, right in the middle of Shelby County, Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep, proud to be a sponsor of East Texas playoff basketball.
And what a great game we got in there tonight here, man. And, you know, got more games on the way later this week. I think I'm going to be in Chirino and Douglas at Central Heights on Thursdays where I'm going to be.
Okay.
At our next NFHS ball game for us. Looking forward to that. A nice job, way to go. Here's a long pass we looking. There's Montoya taking it right in and a good rebound by Wilson. Nice play there by Woden, and Montoya had the right idea, just did not fall. And those balls, those shots have been rolling off the rim like there's a plate on it on both sides here for both teams tonight. Oh, finally Wilson cutting through. And letting the play on that one. That could have went offensive or defensive on that little bump down in there, but it stays Joaquin basketball.
Yeah, they're going to say that Woden hit the ball instead of the arm.
So on the inbound, Wilson in the corner. Now kicking it back out. Lady Rams Working it around. Wilson now finds Webb, and here's Wilson once again. The Wilson sisters out here on the floor for your Lady Rams. Webb driving the baseline, dropping it off to Wilson in the lane. Oh, that's just like I said, rolled up. There's a lid on it, man. It is just rolling off. And they're going to get Chapman over the back right there, and that's going to be a foul on the Lady Eagles.
But it's such a good pass. Fed it right to Wilson. There was no one between Wilson and the basket. Couldn't be. She was 1 foot away. Just wouldn't fall.
Inbound here it comes to. Nice job by Montoya. She got a hand on it, and then that's going to be a foul there on Wilson. That'll be the first team foul of the quarter here by the Lady Rams. Like that's the second one. I'm looking on the wrong sheet. So an inbound by Woden. Lady Rams getting into Anderson. Anderson throws it up ahead here, and Ryan has it knocked away. I believe that's going to stay with Woden and the Lady Eagles down there. Ref had to get confirmation, but it looks like that is the right call.
4:55 left in this game. I think this is going to be a photo finish, Larry.
I think you're right. And Anderson going to get it from the left wing off the glass. High off the glass. Does it go? Well, I'll tell you what, they're getting closer to that shot. Webb loses the handle on it coming in, and they're going to even may call that on Chapman. Chapman going after the basketball. And boy, could have let that one go, I do believe, right there. Both girls go for the basketball, but Chapman's going to get the foul. And that's the first one here on Woden and the Lady Eagles. And out of bounds here for Wilson, looking to bring it in for Lady Rams. Get it into Wilson here on the right side, now bringing it out to the wing. And 4:40 to play in this ball game, and a 4-point lead for the Lady Rams of Joaquin. All the way back out, Webb. Finding Wilson to the left side. Coach Bragg, good idea here. See if we can take a minute or so off the clock with the 4-point lead. Just moving the ball around. Oh, nice give and go to Wilson.
And
this time she doesn't miss it. That's a beautiful dime and a good give and go play right there by the Lady Rams. And now they're back up by 6. That's a great play, Chris.
Yeah, that's as good as it's been all game.
That's the way Coach drew it up.
And they took their time. Let's take a minute and 2 points.
There you go. Down to 4 minutes to play, up by 6, Lady Rams.
Yeah, pressure now on the Lady Eagles.
So Woden going to keep shooting those threes. I guarantee they're going to end up going down 1-4 too long, though. Lady Rams ready for Chapman with a nice move in the lane. She gets herself to the line. She's 2 for 4. She's been there earlier into the first quarter.
Larry, this will only be the second and third free throws of the half.
Yeah.
Just a very clean game by these two squads for the State Farm free throw line. Thank you, Chris Mayfield.
And give it up to the refs. They've called a good game here.
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
Hard job that they have. And it ain't easy being the guys in the striped shirt, is it?
No, it's not. They're the ones that if they do a good job, they don't hear anything. If they do a bad job, they hear it all.
They definitely hear it all. So here we go. Chapman trying to knock down the back half. This is the first, second one. Oh, and it's in and out. Oh, that rim just not liking the Lady Eagles down there. Now Webb going to get double teamed, or England going to get double teamed, finds Webb, and she'll get down here to Wilson. And now 3:30 to go. She'll pull it out.
Yeah.
And set it back up here. Take some more time off.
You wouldn't think a 5-point lead would be worth playing defense for, but it is.
Montoya with the steal. Nice job from Montoya.
Oh, got away from her.
Oh, the carry. And Coach Taylor's going to call a timeout for the Lady Eagles. With 3:22 to go, 27-21 into this ball game here. And woo, it's been good, man, all the way through.
Has been. Wayne Christian and Associates brings you East Texas playoff basketball. Wayne has done this a long time, but his oldest daughter, Liza, she was Liza Christian when I taught her in 01, 02, 03. Now she's Liza Furman. She is one of those specialists that she's not representing a particular product. She represents you. She is your advisor. She helps put everything together, regardless of whether you're a millionaire or a thousandaire. Everybody needs to plan.
How about 100 there?
100 heirs are welcome. So right there next to the pizzeria, between the pizzeria and the radio station, Larry, right there on St. Augustine Street,
Right.
if you're familiar with Center. But if you're not, you're familiar with Wayne Christian, our railroad commissioner,
Right.
a man that knows the financial scene.
When I moved here about 3 years ago, about 3.5 years ago, my good friend David Jacobs and I went to do a little walk because he used to do that
Right.
after he got done with his shift, and we would go around and we got to meet Mr. Christian. Probably about 3 weeks after I was here, he was out there having a talk, and David introduced me. So very nice man.
Good guy.
Yes, he is. David Jacobs is too.
Yeah, miss David Jacobs.
David Jacobs, he's a nurse now. He's doing great. Keep up with old David every now and then.
Good.
So 3:22, 27-21 is the score. It will be Joaquin basketball in this by
By-district round one.
district round one.
Districts 23 and 24 squaring off.
And
4 from each district.
There have been some great basketball. There have been some upsets in this first round too. Oh, they're going to call a stepping on the line, and Wilson loose handle on it there, so it's a turnover back to the Lady Eagles.
I'm not sure which Lady Eagle caused that turnover, but they really did a good job of kind of blocking the Wilson from the floor, and she stepped out.
So 3 minutes to go, and Woden still plenty of time here. Oh, Chapman, nice job. I thought it might have went off of Chapman and she might have turned it over, but Fuller got a hand on it for the Lady Rams. So keeping it for the Lady Eagles. The Lady Eagles cannot afford a turnover right here. They need a bucket with 3 points to go, down by 6. Two-pointer in it, get to the line or something. In the corner to Anderson. Ryan and Montoya now. Screener, they're trying to get a screen over there in that corner so they can see if they can get Montoya to hit one of those threes. There's Chapman working away in the lane, and there she goes. Chapman
banged it home.
Working hard in there, and that's the bucket she's been meaning to get all night long, but Lady Rams have done a good job not allowing her to penetrate like that. Up ahead here to Webb, and Chapman's going to pick up another foul.
How many is that? It's really Wilson and Chapman are the two enforcers. The most important players in this game are those two ladies inside. Either of them in foul trouble?
I think that's number 4 on Chapman.
Okay.
And on the inbound, here comes Webb. Webb going to kick it back out. Fuller going to find Wilson with the drive in the lane. Nice job. Good job by Fuller dropping the dime to Wilson, and Wilson right to the rack and makes it count. Back up by 6, 2:22. Anderson in the lane, short pop shot, won't go side the rim. And rebound comes out by Fuller. And the Lady Rams, with 2:14 to go, are starting to work it out here. See if the Lady Rams can move into that next round. Wow. No call right there. But like I said, you're going to let them play here the last couple minutes. That's good. Anglin and Montoya on her quick and tight. And finally, what gets me about that is she called the very touchy little foul at the end. As much as he was bumping her and banging her, nothing. But then the little touch foul there at the end.
So you kind of don't really know.
I didn't like that. If you're going to let him play all out, let him play all out.
Yeah, that's right.
There's the Montoya sisters doing a good job tying her up, and it stays with Joaquin on the jump ball. 1:51 to go.
After the game, the Wiggins Farms postgame show, we will name our Center Motor Company player of the game. That will not be an easy feat. And, of course, we'll also talk to the winning coach.
Yeah, it definitely won't be easy to decide who that's going to be. I've got a couple of different options here on either team. And that's going to be Ryan committing the foul. And that'll be number 4 on Woden. 3 on Joaquin here with 1:41 left to play in this ball game. So an out-of-bounds play here for the Lady Rams as Shiflett comes into the ball game here for Ryan. And Coach tells her to get there close to the end of the bench. You'll go back in as soon as we can. And Anglin pulls up her dribble. There's Montoya on the half-court trap. And they're going to call Montoya for that one. That's number 5. So to the line, the Lady Rams go.
There's a big advantage there already with 5 fouls against Woden. Last minute and 34 seconds. Any foul sends the Lady Rams to the line. The Lady Rams have a foul to give, right?
Yes, they do. They got 2 of them, but 30%. Oh, there you go. Needed that one. Only 30% at the line until that one. As Webb, sorry, that's England.
Hitting the free throw, 7-point lead was close to the biggest lead of the game.
Oh, can't get the shoot or roll there. Ryan with the rebound. Back up the floor now. Nice job there by Ryan, trying to work her way on that right side once again, but this time it goes off the side. And out of bounds will be a foul on the Lady Rams, and that's going to put Ryan at the line. She's 2 for 2. And key free throws right here.
Huge.
I mean, trailing it by 7.
Assume for a second that the team at the line comes back and win. Who would you be your favorite for player of the game?
Oh, Woden, Ryan knocking that one down. You know,
44.
Chapman has played a good game there. She's had a real good game here tonight. I like Ryan. She's done a good job here for him. That goes off the mark. It's now a 6-point ball game. If I'm looking at the Woden side, you know, Montoya, number 22, she's done a pretty good job here. Anderson. So there's a bunch I'm not going to go with here, but I think I'm going to go number 12, Wilson, for the Lady Rams. With 1:20 to go, and the Lady Rams now going to get in the backcourt here, trying to get it across this Wilson. And got it across about 9.5. Nice job, Chapman. And great job there by Chapman. That's what they needed that one. So now some help. You got to give some help. Anderson finds Montoya. 1 minute to go. Still plenty of time, down by 6. Montoya to the rack. Oh, and it goes off the side. There's too many of those tonight. Find the Webb up ahead. Pull it back out. Saying, Coach, Webb's going to take the short jumper. Should have pulled that back out. Took some more time off. Anderson gets the rebound. 40 seconds to go. Montoya across the line. And got to get a good shot here. Still only trailing by 6. We're going to get a timeout by Woden with 37.5 to go. And a 6-point ball game right to the end, man.
Let's talk for just a second about the post-game show. Center Motor Company does the player of the game, and that's always so much fun, especially in the playoffs when you've won, you're excited, and then I come down and talk to especially girls basketball players that so often don't get any attention even in their own school, and say, you're the Center Motor Company player of the game. Come talk to us on TV.
Right, and they're like, what?
They don't know that we only have, 100, 200 people. Right. In their mind, this is 1 million people on CBS.
Everybody, 44,000 viewers are watching.
Great. So
that's awesome.
You're thinking number 12 for the Rams if they hold on?
Yeah, Wilson, number 12. I just think that she has had a great game here.
When she comes up, either player, I want you to interview the player.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Okay.
So
there we go. We can do
that. Get that ready. That's always a fun job. Stick around. That's the Wiggins Farms postgame show. We'll talk to winning coach and the player of the game.
There we go. All right, but there's a lot of young ladies out there on both sides. I mean, it hasn't been one player that has stood out a whole lot in the ball game. I mean, everybody's contributed, and somebody's had their moments here and there. So here we go. 37.5 left. And Woden basketball trailing by 6. They got to have a good possession here. Montoya in the lane, throws it back out, saves it for Montoya. Montoya, long range 2, will not go. Rebound comes out. Chapman and Webb going for it. Possession arrow, jump ball stays with Woden. Another jump ball. How many is that?
I don't know. About 50. It's just, I love that. It's hustle ball. And I also appreciate the referees letting them engage each other and not calling a foul.
That's true. It's they're going to find Chapman here on the inbound. Chapman driving the line, side of the lane, puts off the rack, won't go, gets her own rebound, puts it up, still won't go. This time comes out by Wilson, and she's going to be fouled by Chapman. And there we go. That rebound right there, give it to Miss Wilson, number 12, because she has just sealed the deal basically for her team. And I do believe that's going to be in 5 for Miss Chapman. She's going to check out with 6 points into the ball game.
Fans,
great game for Miss Woden.
There, that is a Joaquin fan right there. She has been filming the whole thing and is into it.
Right. As Chapman has a seat at the bench here for Woden and the Lady Eagles. Great game by her. She had a great game in here tonight.
just went cold at the wrong time. They couldn't forget three-pointers. They couldn't get the
They couldn't get them down
layups
underneath.
together.
They couldn't work it. They had trouble getting shots in the lane, not just by Chapman, but everybody. And I mean, on Joaquin's side too.
That's true.
But I think Coach Bragg did a good job. They were trying to take out one of their key players, and that was Chapman. And that right there by Wilson with 5 points in the quarter, 9 altogether, makes it 31-24. Here comes Montoya, no fouls here. As Montoya launching the three, back at iron, will not go. And 0 for 10 at that three-point line for the Lady Eagles. And Montoya going to get called for a walk with 2.5 to go. And ladies and gentlemen,
We
the
got an
Lady
upset.
Rams of Joaquin
Got an upset
are
in District 23-24.
going to pull out the victory here tonight for the Lady Rams. And how exciting it is for the city of Joaquin. And it is a 31-24 victory for the Lady Rams of Joaquin here in the by-district round, and congratulations to them. What a great job it was. And so we will get back to it. Are we ready to take the Wiggins Farm post-game show ready to come up? Is that what we're ready to do?
I'm ready to do that.
All right, so let's get a couple of our wonderful sponsors. We'll be right back for that Wiggins Farm post-game show coming up.
For Matthews Realty, going above and beyond is what's expected. This is agency owner Colin Matthews. Our team of seasoned real estate professionals believe in giving their clients an advantage in any real estate transaction. Matthews Realty has a reputation of highly personalized service. Matter of fact, it's our #1 priority. From commercial and residential properties, poultry farms to beach rentals, our team works hard so you don't have to.
Call Matthews Realty 598-7800 or see their complete listings at matthewsrealty.com.
The Wiggins Farms post-game show also brings you Elite Hair Design. Find them on Foster Street. Carrie Wiggins and her staff use only elite products to turn out ladies with elite hair design.
Hey, folks, welcome back here on NFHS Network. Sorry, I was usually NetSN. But we're going to get Chris back up here just shortly. But a nice job here by the Joaquin Rams. The Lady Joaquin Rams get their big win tonight here as they beat the Woden Lady Eagles by a score of 31-24 here tonight. And we're going to talk to the winning coach and visit with our Center Motor Company player of the game here on NetSN and Wiggins Farm postgame show as that will begin. Let's see. Make sure I got everything here. And that will be now.
The Wiggins Farms post-game show also brings you Elite Hair Design. Find them on Foster Street. Carrie Wiggins and her staff use only elite products to turn out ladies with elite hair design.
The games have never been bigger this fall, and whether you're rooting for the Cowboys or Texans, or you hook 'em, gig 'em, or wreck 'em, don't you deserve to watch them in style? So just a reminder that Blake Furniture saves you money on everything you need to make these the best game watching days ever.
All righty, we're back here as we get ready to talk to our Center Motor Company player of the game. And we're going to talk to, as Chris is getting her all hooked up over there on the camera and everything. So who do we got here, Chris?
This is number 12.
All right, so we're going to talk to Kay Wilson is what we're going to call her. Our Center KK? T. There we go.
Tay.
There we go. We're good. Congratulations, girl. What a great game you guys played, and a good win for your team here tonight. I had you for 9 points in the ball game, especially right there at the end. You had 5 points here in the fourth quarter. So what does this game mean to you and your team here? You guys come in here knew you needed a big victory to move on, but this is good for you guys.
This game meant a lot this week because last year they beat us out of the playoffs. So this year we came back with a little bit more anger, a little bit more feistiness.
Right.
And we knew we had to win this one to go next week.
Right, that's true. And so, great game played by you guys here. Kind of started off a little slow, like you guys were kind of feeling each other out in the first half. And then once you got into that third quarter, really started rolling. So what really changed? What did Coach Bragg tell y'all in the halftime there to really got you sparked up?
She told us we can't back down, and it's now time to finish. Our coach just had a baby at home, so she was texting us, sending us messages through the phone, so she kind of gave us encouraging words and pumped us up, so we just came out a little bit harder and knew we had to finish.
Right, so, and hey, what a crowd you had here tonight. They were behind you guys all the way. I don't know exactly where you guys are going to go next, but, hey, great job for you guys, and congratulations, and keep up the good work. Good job, good win by you and your team here tonight.
Thank you.
All right. So there we go. That's our Center Motor Company player of the game. And tell you what, a great game here by Kay Wilson tonight. She came out here, and pretty much that fourth quarter right there, Chris, with her in there, she made some great moves and some great plays in there, and she was able to really kind of seal the deal there for the Lady Rams.
It was the difference maker. That's right. Down the stretch, she at the line and in the lane, she was good. Can you hand over
I can do that
to
here.
Coach? I'll take. Coach, hey, stand right about there, Coach, so we can get you on the camera. Oh, no, your hair looks great. Hair looks good. Going to the hair.
All right, here I go.
Well, Coach, exciting because you had lost to this team earlier. You'd lost to them last year, and you looked like you were ready.
Yeah, we came in with a good game plan to go full court man, and I think that was in our advantage. I was glad we didn't get in foul trouble till really kind of late, so that helped us out a lot. We don't have too many extra players on the bench, but I was very proud of our girls tonight. Their effort and energy was definitely there. We struggled to capitalize on some fast breaks early, but eventually the ball went in the hoops. So.
Yeah, both teams struggled. I mean, at the end of the second quarter, I think both teams had like 2 field goals. I mean,
it was definitely a defensive battle.
Yeah.
We were struggling to get it inside. They have that bigger girl in there, and so.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad I got this.
So, do you have any idea what happens next?
I believe we were playing the. Don't quote me on the district. I think it's District 21. They're first place from there. I think it's Hawkins. I believe they've been the district champions for about 6 years now. So they've been winning over there in their district, but I really haven't tried to put the cart before the horse. I really focused on my game this week, I guess I'll be digging into film tomorrow.
Don't know when and where?
I don't know when and where yet.
This is a big deal for Joaquin's program. You haven't been to the playoffs in a while. You broke that barrier last year. Now you've won one. You got to be excited.
Oh, yeah, we're really excited. I was telling them in the locker room earlier, I told them, don't make light of this, us getting to the playoffs, because in about a 30-year span in my high school career, we made it 4. And I don't really want to say the date. That might tell you how old I am. Back in 98.
Okay.
And then we made it 4 years. And then my assistant coach, who's not with me tonight because she had her baby on Sunday.
That's what she said.
So I had she was actually thankful that y'all went live, because she was watching live and she was giving me her tips at halftime on my cell phone.
So we're kind of part of
y'all are all part of this. This is it was great.
Well, I'll tell you after this a program note you can share. Tell people where to see the recording of it.
Okay.
And a lot folks that weren't able to come here and didn't know we were doing this, that'll be fun. But we're excited. We hope that we are there when you play Hawkins coming up. Last thing, we had a halftime guest that acted like he knew a lot about Joaquin basketball. His name's Crisco.
Oh, I might know him.
Yeah. Can we certify that what he said about the program is true, or was he just making stuff up?
Well, I'm not sure what he said, but hopefully it was true.
Pretty dependable, I would think.
Yeah, I would think so.
Well, at halftime, he was very excited, and I'm sure he's over the moon right now.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get to go eat some jalapeno tree if they don't close down before we get there.
Well, get off take those things off and get to jalapeno tree. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for coming tonight.
All right. We enjoyed it.
Bye-bye.
Well, that is our winning coach of the round 1 playoffs here in Gary. We will hear from, let's see, who we're going to hear from, Larry. We're going to hear from Wiggins Farms and come back and close up the postgame show right here on NFHS Network.
The Wiggins Farms postgame show also brings you Elite Hair Design.
Find them on Foster Street. Carrie Wiggins and her staff use only elite products to turn out ladies with elite hair design. Well, the Lady Rams I don't guess it's a big upset, but it is an upset.
It was an upset, I do believe. Yeah, I'm with you on that. It was a good upset, a good win here by Joaquin, moving on. And just like KA said, hey, they got them last year. It was time to give them back. So good job by the Lady Rams. They came in here and they took care of business. And like I said, I know I said it earlier in case you missed it, folks, but the Lady Rams are playing good in those last few games coming in. They lost one here. They were kind of back and forth, but they were playing very well, and it showed here tonight.
Where will you be? Are you going to Central Heights?
I think I'm going to Central Heights on Thursday for Torino and Douglas. And then after tonight, we'll find out some other things on Friday games, and then I'll probably be somewhere Friday as well. You guys are going to be doing a game for Central
right?
Heights. At Central Heights?
On Tuesday, the Rough Riders Round 1 boys game.
I thought we're doing something for Friday night. Does Coach Smith not have something Friday night for you guys to do? I didn't know if he was picking up a game or not for Central.
I don't know.
He may. He never
might.
knows.
I'm not sure. But keep abreast of what's going on, because if it's in East Texas, Larry Pierce is going to be there. And,
right, pretty much.
And we'll try to come with him when we can.
There you go.
Well, thanks a bunch, y'all, for being here.
Yeah, thanks a lot for helping out tonight, man. Had a good time. Appreciate you being here and all that. And thanks to Gary for being here. And once again, folks, we apologize for the in and out with the internet, but sometimes it gets a little wonky on this.
We're going to put this game, on the NetSN YouTube channel.
Yeah, we'll put it on there. We'll get it up there later on.
As soon as we can, go to NetSN Live and find Joaquin versus Woden, and it'll be there, and you can watch it and forever and ever.
Right, yeah. I think I got started on this recording a little into the first quarter, but it should be good to go there for you, everybody, to watch out there.
Yes,
so
sir.
There we go. So that's got to wrap it up, though. We're going to kick us out of here for too long.
Yeah, we better wrap things up. Thanks for being with us. We hope that the rest of your week is nothing but net.
That's right. Have a good night, everybody. We are out of here.